Hello everyone, this is a car that you probably wouldn't have seen around the garage in all the photos I post. This is my Citroen BX 16 valve. I've owned this thing since I was 18. I'm 28 now. I've had quite a lot of fun in it and it's been a massive pain in the arse quite a lot of the time, as most Citroens are. But recently I've been on about selling it because it's really been a pain in the arse. It's been in storage for about 8 years, which sucks. It's had numerous problems, various electrical problems, as French and Citroen cars should have. But recently I've moved it around the storage unit and it failed to start. So I spent quite a long time digging through issues, trying to sort stuff out. Eventually found a bodge that was just a miracle, just disconnected a wire. It put a light on the dash that I needed it to, and it fired. Great. So come back to it, I don't know, 6 months later, I thought, right, okay, we're gonna get it up and running and get it going. Same problem, won't start. So I went through the whole procedure again, disconnecting all the wires, cleaning all the connectors, changing all the, checking all the relays, cleaning all the connections on the fuses and stuff. Disconnected the special connector, which was the ABS pump, disconnected that, and still wouldn't start. So I'm like, okay, well, I've done everything I did last time, and now it won't start still. And I'm by no means a good electrician. I can work my way around things, do a couple of bits. I did the loom on my own race car, but injection and ECU's a bit beyond me. So I spent 5 hours digging through stuff with this, taking the fuse board back out, checking stuff, putting wires in places, messing around, just gave up in the end. And I'm just like, what do I do with it? So I thought, okay, we'll get it back to work. So Dad helped me get it onto the trailer. We've took it to work this morning and I've just sort of sat there looking at it going, I don't really know what the next step is. I found the alarm box and I thought that the immobilizer was causing the issue because the immobilizer light wouldn't extinguish completely, and we had no fuel, no spark. Did all the general mechanical checks you would do with an older car. So I knew there was no fuel, no spark, which means the immobilizer, chances are the immobilizer's cutting in and just killing everything. So I checked all my feeds on all my relays for the fuel pump, ignition, checked all the wires, the plugs. There was no feeds to anything, so I'm like, okay, chances are it's the immobilizer. Let's have a look at the alarm. They're made in Sweden and they were made in the 70s and 80s, so there's no wiring diagrams, and the ones that I found were in Swedish. No idea. So I thought, okay, there's got to be some big wires that send big feed in and big feed out, so chances are that'll probably be my wires to look for. So I found 2 big wires in the alarm box and thought, I'll just try and connect them. Hopefully, I've got feed to the one on the ignition, so that's the ignition feed. I've got 2 permanent lives, so that'll be for the alarm side and the central lock-in. So I thought, okay, well, we'll just connect the ignition feed to the big wire that goes out. It's got nothing, and just hopefully it's not an earth or something weird. So I did such a thing, and I will show it to you now. So this is the box that I hate. I'm going to shove that one in there, which is the ignition feed. I did put a fuse link in it just in case I was going to cock it up. Okay, that is well and truly bodged in there. Oh, and that's the rat's nest, as they call it. Lovely. Oh. So let's go around to the ignition, and as I turn the key on, there's a little yellow light down here. That is the light that I've been waiting for. So it has got quite a bad hydraulic leak, which I knew last time, so I can't run it for too long. But you will see the suspension rise. French.